Hey everybody, I am on for the midweek message, September 7th. Okay, so we have a lot that's happening energetically this week that is most likely affecting you. So if you're feeling a little frustrated, if you're feeling like things are not working out very well in the technology or communication department, or things are just not working, things might be breaking, things might be just not allowing you to have ease and flow. And that's because we were in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde for the last week and a half-ish. Mercury will be going retrograde in the sign of Libra on Friday the 10th. Is that Friday? The 10th. I could be wrong if it's Friday or Saturday. I believe it's Saturday. Oh, it's Saturday. Okay, so on Saturday. Same time, we have the harvest moon, full moon in Pisces. Same day, Saturday the 10th. Piscean energy, water sign that loves to ebb and flow and move and feel very intuitive, wants to know more, maybe feeling some insecurity that's coming up here, maybe having on top of it with the Mercury retrograde happening, and people freak out about Mercury retrograde. You need to kind of take it with a grain and understand that Mercury, when a planet moves backwards, it's giving you another opportunity to kind of clarify, reframe, shift the narrative that you may have around things. When we're dealing with Libra, we're dealing with the scales. We want to balance. We want to, Libra's very social sign, very, very much wanting to provide comfort, entertainment, social graces to others, wanting to really kind of right the wrongs and support others too. So that is something that's going to be kind of difficult to do or won't be so consistent because Mercury is going backwards. When Mercury starts to move forward, it moves into Virgo, which is a very heavy earth sign that really likes practical things, right? Wants to see the details, wants to see how things are going to go. So what you can expect when we move through that, and Mercury retrograde will close on October 2nd, what will happen there is an opportunity for new beginnings and almost like a game plan. So hang in there. Just be aware of what's happening. Try not to make too many huge decisions. Realize that the communication that may be kind of hairy between people may not be just you. And don't fear it. Just understand that there are things in play that are causing hiccups along the way. This gives you a chance to kind of sit and think, okay, what do I want to do with this energy? Okay, but what's great about the harvest moon is that you're able to, on harvest moons is when we're going, or full moons is when we're going to release. So you have the opportunity to release this sort of deja vu kind of, we've done this before kind of energy that's come up, resentments or issues in communication around others. Sorry, I've got the itchy nose thing going on because we're getting in here. Be aware. I'm going to jump into the cards. Now, I used my Martian ET deck, so this might be a little different, but cool. All right, so if you picked one, your card is the Sirians, and these are star races. So the Sirians come from a planet called Sirius, and they're kind of like a fish person kind of vibe, okay? So they're bipedal beings that typically have aquatic characteristics. So you're seeing the mermaid and the water and the dolphins and things like that happening. So the thing about Sirians is that the Dogon tribe in South Africa, getting really, really into it there, was visited by, oh man, my light went out. We're just gonna keep going. Okay, was visited by what's called the Nomo, and they were a Syrian group that brought information to this tribe and let them know that the collapse of civilization, the things that's going to take us down, is really our materialism and our greed. So this is just a little background on them. So I'm drawn to the 19. 19 is actually a 1, and ones are talking about your ability to focus. The things that are manifesting for you, group 1, also, is the sink or swim. What's up with your responsibilities? Where can you face the facts on something that's been kind of eating at you. So there's been difficulty around communication. There's been difficulty too around allowing yourself a sense of play and moving forward. And moving forward is difficult in this density. It almost feels like a heaviness that's kind of like sitting in the belly. I'm feeling a lot in like the left hip and the right foot. So there's kind of like a push-pull. There's a want to move forward and do something different. There's a desire to show up for yourself and show up for yourself in like an adulting way. Show up for yourself in a way that you're able to integrate lessons that you've learned. You've been down this path before. You're ready to do something different. You want to switch it up. You want to change it up. You want something different, but you're kind of holding yourself back and feeling a bit insecure. The energies at this time will allow that to happen. So really what needs to happen here for the message, the guidance here for one with the Syrians, is that you need to really let things start to flow and understand that you have the training, you have the skills, you have the things that you need, but you need to kind of make a decision here. And if you don't focus on what it is that you want, again, you're going to get something wishy-washy, which isn't going to allow you to manifest in the way that is best for you. That doesn't mean it's negative. It's just could be much better. And who doesn't want better? Okay. That's the guidance for one. All right. Moving on to two. Crop circles. Super fun. Okay. This is a 27, which is a 9. So there's something that has occurred. Signs, synchronicities are kind of like in a pocket is what I like to call it, where you're starting to get messages. You're starting to see things that are aligning. You may be seeing repeating numbers, which are like the numbers that we talk about in here. You may be seeing or hearing certain names, songs, tones. These things may be coming online for you, and you're starting to see that there is a way in which you are being communicated with that you may not have realized. And this beautiful pocket of synchronicity in this flow that you're in allows you to tap into something that you want to complete. So 9s have to do with finishing something so you can move on and do something else. I'm really feeling a lot here in the green with self-compassion and the heart chakra, a real expansion there, and chest and the throat. There's not a tension that's kind of moving up into the ears. So there's a desire for more self-compassion. Watching the ways that you speak to yourself and about yourself too. Pay attention to what you're claiming. So using like possessive pronouns when you're talking about anxiety, my anxiety, or my whatever, my sickness, my something, claiming something that you don't really want to have, something that is an ailment or something that is holding you back or something that has defined you in such a way will continue unless you change the narrative. And that's kind of happening here all the way through. So communication is kind of big. Okay, also drawn here to the orbs. So you may be having some feelings around clarity, wanting to fine tune things, wanting to get more exact, because the information that you're seeking is very detailed. And that detailed information is something that will come along within the next couple months. It's almost like you're working towards a project or you're thinking of ideas. I'm feeling like a lot of spinning in the mind, maybe really thinking about all the things that you want to do and not really being able to move forward. So again, close this loop. Pay attention to the synchronicities, pay attention to how you're being nudged because you are being guided a certain direction. So if you're concerned about which way to go or what to do, follow the path in front of you. Think of it like, I think of like E.T. with the Reese Pieces. Like, this is where you need to go. Follow the signs that you're giving yourself because your higher self is speaking to you all the time and speaking to you through these synchronicities and speaking to you through other people. So when you're feeling like it feels a little tingly, feels like a sign, feels like a maybe this is something, sit with it a minute. Ask yourself, How does this feel? Ask your body, see where it moves, see how you feel. Is it a positive feeling? Is it a ping, or is it a nothing? Okay. And this is how you can learn to kind of tap into your own inner knowing and your own intuition that our body holds. It's a really beautiful thing. So that's what's up for you too. Moving on to 3. Look at this guy. Looks like a Brussels sprout or a bad avocado. Okay. So this is number 8. Number 8 is all about being aligned with financial abundance, bringing in the things you need, bringing in the positive things that give you growth. So EBINS is like it's a acronym. I had to look this up. That's for extraterrestrial biological entities. It's kind of a term, I guess, that was given by scientists that have discovered, top secret scientists who have discovered aliens, or ETs, or beings from other planets through crashes or whatever sort of cool stealth missions. Okay. So the message here is all about paying attention to the unknown and paying attention to your own discernment around things that are not totally clear, around things that aren't fully formed, around things that have you questioning. You may be starting to ask yourself questions about how you're doing things and really who you are. I feel like you're coming to a point where what you're doing and who you are in that role, whether that is how you present in a family sense, in a work sense, how you present in society to others, it's changing. There's something else that you want to do. There's a different way you want to express. You may be questioning your you-ness, and what you're questioning there is really how you've grown. You need to look at it like that. It's not so much I used to be this way, or I don't want to be like that anymore. It's more acknowledging the fact that you have been all of these versions of yourself, and you wouldn't be who you are now without those other versions. So take a moment and allow yourself to kind of tap into the intuition of past you and future you. There is curiosity that's really coming up here for 3. I'm feeling a lot too, just, it's almost like up into the ears on the left side. So this has to do with like receiving. This has to do with receiving information that's coming from your environment, information that's coming from others. So communication, again, through all of these cards this week, it's all about communication. It's all about the ways in which we speak to ourselves, speak about ourselves, claim the things in our environment, the way that we define ourselves to others, and almost like who we thought we were to other people, that is shifting as well. This shift, though, when you take a moment and think about who you've been and how you've moved into this space, there's going to be information there about how you can create abundance for yourself in a financial sense. The details of this are kind of floaty. They're not necessarily hammered down, but that doesn't mean that it's not something that is going to come to you. So even here it's saying mystery, read between the lines, really drawn mostly to the side of his face and actually the cactus. So be aware of how you speak as well to others, because your words carry weight. And it's almost like 3 has had some situations where maybe they've said something and it didn't come across the way that they meant, or came across more harshly. Just know that that interaction is something that is more for the other person to experience, and you are simply a mirror, a projection. But still continue through this time to pay attention to the way that you are speaking, because you hold more power than you believe. You hold more sway, and that's a lot of responsibility, and it's actually a really cool thing. All right. So I hope everybody enjoyed the reading this week. Would love to hear what you think. Please feel free to tag and share. Would love to work with you. So feel free to reach out and check my link if you're interested for readings. And I will talk with you soon. Have an awesome week. Peace out. Bye.